everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful day. So, relationship building. This is something that is crucial in building a stable and sustainable business, especially when you are doing this leveraging LinkedIn. So, we are going to talk about all that and more. So, let's dive on in. So, hey, everybody, Scott Aaron here. Hope you're having a great day whenever you do happen to watch this, whether it's live or on the replay. As always, hop into the comments below. I love seeing who is on here watching with me. You can say hi and where you're tuning in from, or hashtag live. Use hashtag replay if you are watching this on the replay, but also drop your city, state, country, province, or where in the world you are watching this to and from. Don't forget to tag some people, share this video out with others in your network. Please like, love, support whatever reaction you would like to give me. And don't forget to head over to my LinkedIn profile after we're done. Follow me and hit that LinkedIn notification bell so you are notified of all of my content that comes out Monday through Saturday. In addition, don't forget, we are about 3.5 weeks away from our first of only 2 LinkedIn workshops that we are going to be doing this year. It's called the Amateur to Expert in 5 Days on LinkedIn workshop. So we teach you from going from an amateur to an expert on LinkedIn, which means understanding how to optimize your profile, building the right kind of network, messaging people the right way, booking and closing sales and acquiring clients, and creating content that engages your audience as well. So we're going to teach you all that and more over those 5 days. There is a bonus 6th day for Q&A with myself and Nancy. Plus, we're going to show you how to leverage ChatGPT and how you can then leverage it for your content on LinkedIn. So Leanna, good to see you jumping on. Hey, Scott, good to see you, my friend. So if you would like to register for this workshop, just drop an I do in the comments below and we will send you the registration link. It is from April 24th with the bonus day until April 29th, Monday through Thursday. It is from 8 to 9 p.m. EDT, live and recorded. Friday is 5 to 6. Saturday is 11 to 12. And everything is going to be recorded and available to watch back until the following Sunday, May 7th. So even if you can't attend live or you want to watch something again, you are able to do that for over 10 days. So just drop an I do in the comments below at any point during today's training if you would like to register for this workshop. So I conducted a poll yesterday, and I polled my audience in my general network, but also in a couple different groups that I'm in. And I asked a simple question. I said, do you feel there is too much selling and not enough connecting and relationship building on LinkedIn? And between the 3 groups and my organic network that I posted this poll in, so there were almost 200 votes. 70% felt that there's too many people selling and not enough relationship building. So if you guys are on here live and you can agree with that, if you feel that too many people are selling and pitching and not connecting and building relationships enough, just type a Y or a yes in the chat below, just so I know that you're maybe on the same page as me. And if not, and you're not getting sold to and pitched to all the time, consider yourself very, very lucky, because there's a lot of it going on. So if you do feel that is what's going on, just drop a Y or a yes. Now, what I wanted to go over with everyone today, and Leanna says, yes, there is too much selling and pitching. So what I wanted to go over today are 3 very simple and easy ways of building relationships on LinkedIn. Now, hey, Jessica, good to see you jumping on. Now, what I can tell you is that why it's so important to build relationships is because when you build a relationship the right way, no matter what platform you're doing your business on, and we're obviously talking about LinkedIn today because this is what we're all using. When you build the right kind of relationship, it's going to translate into business in some way, shape, or form at some time. And it may be directly from that person, or it could be a referral from that person. But when you build a relationship the right way on LinkedIn, it will continue to produce results for and in your business. So let's go over these three things. So the first thing that you want to do to build relationships the right way on LinkedIn is you want to message people with the notion of getting to know them first. So just drop a me or not me. So just type in me, M-E, or not me, so N-O-T-M-E. If you do or do not have people messaging you at least weekly with some sort of 18 paragraph long drunkalog verbal vomit message trying to sell you and pitch you on a service or a product or something that they have that they don't even know if you even need because they haven't got to know you first. So type in me or not me if you are or are not or have not received messages where they verbally vomit all over you. And Anthony says me with an exclamation point. So what I can tell you, me, 100%, all the time, all the time. Happens to me. I don't want to say daily. Leanna says me. Yeah. And if you're not, I again, consider yourself lucky. So a lot of people also reach out to me and they ask me, why? And again, this is not, no social media platform is immune to spammers. So there are spammers on Facebook, there's spammers on Instagram, there's spammers on TikTok, YouTube, there's spammers everywhere. And there's spammers on LinkedIn. So just to let you know, it's not so much an uptick. There are a lot of amateur business professionals out there in the sense that there are people that are scratching and clawing and doing anything and everything that they can to make a buck. So they don't care. So Scott says, I'm just curious, looking at authentically building relationships and having been through your LinkedIn course, are you finding that some people are bothered by the phrase support one another here on LinkedIn? When I reach out to connect, someone responded that people were using that and then pitching once on the call. I know that has been a word that you have liked, but wondering if it has been ruined or this was an anomaly. And I would say, Scott, that is absolutely an anomaly. And Scott is referring to a message that I always recommend to send, which is, hey, Scott, so great to be connected to you. I noticed that we have a similar background or commonality in XYZ industry or profession. Would love to hop on a call to learn more about you and share more about me and how we can support one another here on LinkedIn. Anytime for a call or a Zoom. So to Scott's point, that is a very, very appropriate message to send because you're not pitching and selling. That message, and that's the message that I send, it's with the notion of getting to know that person. And to Scott's point, there are people that are taking a message like the example I gave you, and they are ruining it by sending that message out to people, getting people on the phone, and pitching them. So to Scott's point, here's what's happening. Those that are doing things the right way are authentically and genuinely reaching out to people in the example I just gave you in the hopes that someone responds back and says, yes, let's hop on a call, to really want to get to know the person. Whenever I'm connecting with someone on LinkedIn, And whenever I'm sending a message like the one that the example I gave you, my number one priority is to get them on my calendar so I can really learn about them to see if there is a commonality or relatable point between myself and them, to see if there are any struggles or pain points in their business, but also share what it is that I do and let that person make the determination from what I do that it could benefit them without ever having to sell and pitch. So, to Scott's point, there are people that are ruining that process by disingenuinely messaging people in a genuine way, only to have them get on a call and pitch and sell them. So, Scott, it is anomaly, and again, it is being ruined by that. So if all that makes sense, just drop a Y or a yes in the chat below. And Anthony said he did a video retort about before you DM me your pitch. I love that. So again, if that makes sense, drop a Y or a yes in the comments below. Remember, the notion that you have is getting to know that person. The notion is not to do anything more than to really get to know the individual that you're talking to. So, and to Scott's point, people are learning from people like me and saying, ooh, I just learned a very genuine way to message someone where they're going to respond back and then I can pitch them. Right? So there are people that have bad intentions with a very genuine message that they've learned how to send. So that's probably the easiest way to verbalize it, Scott. There are people that are learning from people like me, like you have. The best way to message someone that gets a high response rate where people want to talk to you and learn about each other. But sometimes it falls in the hands of the wrong people, where a spammer will get a hold of, a message like me, what I send, which I can't control. Obviously, people learn what they learn from whoever they want to learn it from, and they take it and they push it out to their network in that way. And they're using it to their advantage because they know people will respond to it, and then they sell and pitch them. So, but here's the thing, not just, to Scott, to all of you, karma is real. So if there is a person out there that is using a message like the one that I use and teach to send to try to get people on the phone just to sell and pitch them, karma will come back around. If it's not happening yet, it will. And I promise you they won't have a successful business. And they will stop getting responses. They will start getting blocked and deleted on LinkedIn. And eventually LinkedIn is going to kick them off the platform. So if all that is clear and all that makes sense, Scott says, thanks, appreciate the explanation. So if it makes sense, drop a Y or a yes in the chat. So number one, message people with the notion of getting to know them first. That's what you want to do. You genuinely and authentically want to learn about other people. Now, the second thing that you can do is engage authentically in others' content. This is something I do at least twice a day. I will go through my newsfeed on LinkedIn and I will stumble upon, two posts that I truly resonate with. And I don't comment or engage in anyone's content that I don't relate to. So there's a lot of people that partake in things called engagement pods where they all like and comment on each other's stuff, whether they like it or not. Actually, they're actually monetary obligated to do so. That's the kicker there. But what you want to do is you want to make sure that every day, as part of your routine, you are going through your LinkedIn newsfeed, stopping on a post that you truly resonate with because obviously you can relate to it, and you engage, you give some sort of reaction, and you write a comment that adds value to the content that they have posted. So it's not just saying, great post, thumbs up emoji, right? You could say great post and here's why. Great post, I totally resonate with what you're saying, and here's why. You want to add additional value to their commentary, because here's what happens. LinkedIn has a setting within each person's posting feed that if you write a very highly engaging comment, it actually boosts it to the top of all of the comments and pins it as a relevant comment, which gives you ultimate visibility, not only to that person's network, but to every single person that engages in that content. So if that makes sense, drop a Y or a yes in the comments below. And from prior, Leanna said, yes, that makes sense. So you always want to engage authentically in others' content. So I always suggest 2 people. Pick 2 people a day. It could be the same people every day. It could be different people. But that is how you build relationships, right? That is how you build rapport. It is how you build trust. You take an interest in others. It's not just about you. It's about those that you're connected to on LinkedIn as well. So take a genuine interest in others. So again, if you're coming on late and didn't know about the pinning content, yep. So again, there's something called a relevant post. It'll pin it to the top. And the first thing that people will see is your comment, because it is the most relevant and engaging comment within that post. Comment. So again, if that makes sense, drop a Y or a yes in the comments below. If you jumped on late, please do say hi and where you're tuning in from, or hashtag live, hashtag replay if you're watching this on the replay. But also, I love knowing where people live and where they're coming in from. So drop your city, state, country, province, where in the world you're watching this from. Don't forget to like, love, support whatever reaction you would like to give this video. Tag some people, share this video out. Don't forget to hit my follow button on my profile and click my LinkedIn notification bell so you are notified of my content that comes out Monday through Saturday. And don't forget, our one of only 2 LinkedIn workshops this year is happening in about 3.5 weeks, April 24th to the 29th. It's called the Amateur to Expert in 5 Days on LinkedIn Workshop. So we teach you from going from an amateur to an expert. If you would like to sign up, just drop an I do in the comments below, and we will get you that registration link. And Caitlin says, hi from Pennsylvania, outside of Philly, Westchester. Awesome. I am originally from the Conshohocken area, so not too far from where you are, Caitlin. I hung out actually at Westchester all the time. One of my best friends went there, so I used to hang out in Westchester all the time. Great, great area. And for those that didn't know this, also, if anybody ever watched MTV's Jackass, all those guys, most of those guys are from that Westchester area. Bam Margera, all those guys. So we used to see them out at the bars and stuff on Westchester's campus. So, I lived in country. Yeah, I lived, I grew up there, but, I've lived in Philadelphia for about 20 years, and now I'm in Jersey, just across the bridge. So small world. All right. So again, number 1, message people with the notion of getting to know them first. Number 2, engage authentically in others' content, right? Focus on 2 people a day. And finally, number 3, provide as much free value added content as you can each week. I can't stress this enough. You want to make sure that you are providing. You want to be providing as much free value in your content every single week. So it doesn't matter if it's once a week, twice a week, up to 7 days a week. As long as you are doing everything that you can to provide value, you are teaching, you are educating, you are informing, you are pouring into people in your posts, in your videos, in your polls, in your articles, in your newsletters, in your discussions, whatever it is. You want to make sure that you are providing free value-added content. One of the best ways to build relationships is to build the know, like, and trust through the form of educational and information-based content. Do you know who people love working with most? Trusted sources and experts in their space. So how does one become an expert in their space? Well, show people that you're an expert in your space by providing free value added content that leaves them better, that is actionable, and actually gets results. So, part of why Nancy and I love doing our 5-day workshop for LinkedIn, which we do a couple times a year, is we actually have people actually closing sales in the 5 days that they're working with us. We've actually had people close 4 and 5 figure deals with clients while going through our workshop. And that's why. So it's value. It's value added. I've had people that have been on my trainings on LinkedIn that have gotten results from what I've suggested them to do, whether it's the type of content they should create or the way they should be engaging in their network. Even today, I really encourage all of you to take these 3 tips of building relationships on LinkedIn and double, triple, quadruple down on them. Because guess what? If you're on LinkedIn and you message people with the notion of getting to know them first, if you're engaging in other people's content, and if you're providing value added content as much as you can each week, guess what? You are going to grow your business. Plain and simple. So if that makes sense, just drop a Y or a yes in the comments below. Again, if you haven't done so yet and you would like to register for our 5-day amateur to expert LinkedIn workshop from April 24th to the 29th, just drop an I do in the comments below at any point and we will get you that registration link. But also, before we sign off, remember the 3 things that you can do to build relationships on LinkedIn is message people with the notion of getting to know them first, engage in other people's content organically, and provide as much free value added content as you can each week. So again, and Caitlin, I will send you that registration link. That is not a problem at all, my friend. I will send that to you shortly. So again, I would love to hear from all of you. Of the 3 tips that we went over today, which was your biggest takeaway and why? And leave that in the comments below. So everyone, please enjoy the rest of your day. Love and gratitude to each and every one of you. And I'll talk to you next time.